know.
Starting at point, 6 feet 7, number 1, LaMelo Ball.
Somebody got to do it. Hey, somebody got to do it. Come on. Turn the TV off.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at point guard. And for the Hornets, Miller at the 3 with Bridges at the 4. Ball is joined in the backcourt by Knipple. We've just started up this season, Grant. What's important for players right now?
You know, I think it's finding a good routine, especially for those on new teams. The earlier you figure out what works for you, the quicker you'll get comfortable.
There's a screen. Here's Knipple. Not enough on that one as it misses. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Banchero. And he buries his first look.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
And here's Ball. Fires the 3. The rebound by Carter. Banchero passes to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. It's intercepted. And they're pushing it up. He's checked by Carter. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Knipple. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Anybody going to make Miller think about it? I mean, you can't be lax there.
Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller, and he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Ball looks over the floor. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
From deep, Banchero. Ball with the rebound. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league. And he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
The 3 from Bane. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
That's good from Bridges on the assist by Ball.
Well, Bridges is certainly a physical player, and that allows him to convert even when there's contact.
Here's Suggs. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion. He knows what to do when he catches the basketball. He's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Carter on the wing to halt the run. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Charlotte leading by 6. Ball left side. Pass to Knipple. The 3. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Wow. Their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside. On the wing, Bain. Bancaro outside. Orlando again missing.
Trying to match 3, sometimes you get too amped up, and it affects your ability to knock down the shot.
Pass to Knipple. Ball right side. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Charlotte needs to get off a shot. And it's Bridges with the jam.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the dunk by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop it.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the Magic this year. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Magic trail by 11. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
From deep, Bain on target from range.
Anytime he can, Bain is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Pass to Bridges. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ball. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Hornets leading by 8. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land. 10 points for him.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Basket counts.
And even if he isn't the biggest, strongest guy out there, Bain can still do damage inside.
Now here's Ball to the middle. The layup off target. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Charlotte Hornets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
We've got Colin Sexton. He's out there with Trey Mann. Pat Connaughton is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Salon in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. And it's Orlando on the break. Black, left side. Wagner outside. Pass to Isaac. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. De Silva, no good. Charlotte leading by 7. And one unfortunate distinction for the Hornets. Clark, the only NBA team to never win their division.
And to add to that, the second lowest number of playoff appearances after the Pelicans. And, you know, BA, with no immediate postseason prospects, Charlotte fans have to understand this is going to be a process that takes some time.
And it's the Magic with the ball. The Hornets making their last shot. Isaac for 3. They get the rebound. Wagner for 3. Here's Batadze. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. Charlotte has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Now here's man. Black defending. Down low. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Some changes for Charlotte. Knipples checked in for Salon. Miller comes in for Connaughton. And LaMelo Ball is subbed in for Mann. Then for Orlando, Desmond Bane. He's checked in for De Silva. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. Charlotte on D. From deep, Bane. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. LaMelo Ball is a playmaker, first and foremost. He said, I just start off the game trying to get my team involved, get the flow going. After the team's going, I try to get mine. If you get the team involved first, more pieces going, it just makes the game easier. Guys, back to you.
A great passer. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Yeah, what an aggressive take from Bane. So confident on these drives.
And here's Charlotte now. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. From deep, it's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 4 rebounds now. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
With his speed, Suggs able to get one step ahead, and then he's ready to let it fly.
Now here's Ball. 10 points for him. To the inside. The 3 from Sexton. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 4 assists in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, BA, the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Here's Ball, following the 3-point basket by Orlando. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Rebound by the Magic. Batadze's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boy, that's a combination of power and willpower. Suggs refusing to let the foul stop his shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Robinson, he's checked in for Batadze. Paolo Banchero comes in for Isaac. And Black subbed in for Franz Wagner.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Here's Miller. Nails it from beyond the arc. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. making a switch here. De Silva's checked in. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Orlando, number 1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
There's a minute 59 left in the half. Inside, here's Banchero. Banchero hammers it home.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
.146 left to play in the first half. Well, Clark, when we watch Paolo Banchero play, you can forget he's 6'10".
And he's a locomotive. I mean, he's probably 255 pounds, and all of it is cable wire. I mean, that's why he went first overall. That combination of skill, ball handling, dexterity, agility, and force. He's 25 points a game and also 5 assists. At his size, you don't see that kind of production.
Guarded by Banchero. It's Bridges on the wing. Beyond the arc. They get it again. To the paint. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Miller. There's the 3. De Silva with the rebound. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Suggs against Miller. Here's Banchero. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Banchero's got 6 in the quarter. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11. LaMelo down the lane, and Ball throws it down.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Orlando's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Banchero missing again.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Bridges. Orlando with the rebound.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
Here's Banchero. And it's Banchero again missing. Now Ball. In tight, LaMelo.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Charlotte on top. They're up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
If you can make threes with consistency, the floor opens up. They've been pulling apart that defense.
Making it rain, and their opponent brought no umbrellas. And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at Orlando. It's still too early to tell. I mean, can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Gotta let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Magic trail by 4. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. On the court for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter into the 5 spot.
Yeah, I love all the elements Bane has added to his game. He can carry your offense on certain nights.
Here's Ball. 14 points for him. Pass to Knipple. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Knipple's got 6.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
Miller outside. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And their team free throw shooting stats placed them in the top half of the NBA. Those are solid numbers, but they struggle to nail down true consistency from the line.
And what saved them in a lot of games, the second chance points. They were relentless on the offensive glass. Wagner against Miller. Here's Bane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
The Hornets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Bridges. Now Miller. 6 to shoot. Now here's Bridges. From downtown. Great D that time from Banchero. Wagner outside. Outside Bane. Banchero the screen. That one's good from Bane on the assist by Wagner. And that's now 18 points for Desmond Bane.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. All right, Clark, let me ask you this. What can other big men learn from Wendell Carter Jr.?
I like his steadiness. He's shown a maturity since he's been in the league. He doesn't seem to get too high or low emotionally. You need fire and competitiveness and physicality to play down low, but you still have to control yourself, and I think he does a good job of that.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team. Guys?"
An exciting young team. Allie, thank you. Wagner looking it over. Releases. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, with the ball in his hands, Wagner is dangerous. Got to keep an eye on him.
Ball against Suggs. And the layup falls. And the Hornets lead by 1. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. Sexton's checked in for Ball. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in. And Orlando has possession. Wagner outside. Banchero the screen. Lets it go from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wagner's got 10.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. The three ball. He buries it from three. Sexton's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Wagner finds Bain. Orlando moving the ball around. Now Black takes a three. Connects from downtown. Black's got himself on the board with a three there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Sexton, that's good.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative in understanding when to shoot off the catch.
And Grant, the Hornets, as of last season, with a new front office, trying to evaluate their young talent.
Yeah, tough to do when you have so many injuries. 36 different lineups last season. They need help to assess and to develop.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Knippel. From the arc. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 9.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Carter, a screen on Miller. From deep, Bain. Oh, ripped away. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bridges passes to Miller. Back to Sexton. Puts up a 3. And the Hornets, another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Gets it up. No good on the buzzer beater. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. It's the Hornets up 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Mason Plumlee. LaMelo Ball is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Suggs. Drops in the layup for 2.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Charlotte leading by 4. Outside Sexton. To the inside. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Diabate. Isaac covering. Shot clock at 5. Ball outside. The 3 from Sexton. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 7 tonight. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. The 3 from Suggs. Sexton grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Launches a 3. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Plumlee, a screen on Suggs. Ball passes to Plumlee, and he dunks it down.
Setting his teammate up nicely out of the two-man game that time. Ball provides style and substance with his brilliant playmaking.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Suggs against Ball. Picked by Isaac. Here's Black. They grab their own miss. Hornets leading by 9. The 3 from Sexton. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
I just love the ball movement.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Both teams will make substitutions. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team, and they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Knipple. Now Miller. 4 on the clock. Goes again. Oh, it doesn't go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Wagner really can go upstairs, especially when his teammates send it his way.
Hornets leading by 7. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Black checked in for Orlando. Magic trail by 7. Outside Bain. Here's Wagner. Oh, he missed the jumper.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Here's Knipple. Let's loose for 3. Carter rips down the board. Banchero. Banchero from close range.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Bridges. Now Ball. Outside Bridges. Outside Miller. Here's Bridges. 17-footer on the way. Banchero pulls it down.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
The triple drop.
Love the way Wagner has really embraced more of a leadership role over time, including taking and making big shots.
Ball with it. Now Bridges. Miller outside. From deep. Money from 3.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball with it. He's picked up by Banchero. And he commits the intentional foul. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? There's the double team with Carter. Now Bridges. Outside Miller. Clock at 6. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Charlotte, Kalkbrenner. 2 shots.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Now Wagner puts up the tray. Ooh, it doesn't go. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. 20 seconds left in the game. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Payne outside. He fires from 18, takes a 3, and he nails it.
The young fella taking charge of the situation. Wagner gets the clutch bucket for his team. How sweet is that?
14 foul. At the line for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
Wagner! And so it's Charlotte winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, LaMelo Ball.
PlayStation